All right. So, so obviously we're not doing this class from our usual studio, our big sanctuary, so that we can let the nor'easter do its thing. A couple of things I want to tell you before we start, and that is that I'm nursing my right knee. There are some things I can do. Obviously, I can bend it this way, but there are other things, and there will be some poses that should have a straight right leg, but will not. I might not be able to do that, but I will let you know that when we come to it. But so just want you to know that. So close your eyes and come inside and focus on your breath. Deepen your breath, filling your lungs to capacity, and then slowly exhale, making your exhales long and slow. And speaking of slow, we are going to be doing something a little different with our class today. So keep your pranayama going, keep your breathing happening while I explain. So we're going to have a slow class, a very slow class. Last week, if you were here, we talked about mindfulness, and I thought today that this could be a great extension of that, of paying attention and slowing down, because when you slow down, you'll automatically become more mindful. You pay better attention. So we're going to do that through our practice. We're going to have a class in slow motion. Do not, however, think that means it's going to be easy. Easy and slow are different words, but it will be slow. All right. And as you breathe, think of how lovely it is to feel this moment in time, this present moment. To let all the things that are going outside your window disappear. To be completely present on your mat. Return to your natural breath and bring your arms alongside your hips as you open your eyes. Send your right arm away from your hip, bend your elbow, your left arm alongside your left ear, reaching for the wall on the right. Your right elbow is bent to keep your shoulder from your neck, away from your ear, to ease your neck. You're going to stay in this position, but send your left arm up to the ceiling. Look up at it. Look down at your right hand. Look up. And look down, opening up your neck a little bit. Look up at your left hand, reaching for the ceiling. Send your arm back behind you. Put the back of your hand at the back of your heart. Bend your right elbow a little bit more and turn to send your heart to the sky. Opening up your heart. Lift your right arm. Look up at it. Follow your right hand as it moves down in front of your face and reaches forward of your right knee. Bring both hands to parallel. Inhale with straight arms, looking forward. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, straight arms, look forward. Work to keep your back nice and flat. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straighten your arms, look forward. Slide your fingers toward your knee, left hand on right knee, right arm behind you, look over your right shoulder. On your inhale, feel your spine getting taller, crown of your head reaching upward. When you're empty of breath, twist a little bit more. Inhale your arms alongside your ears and twist back to center. Let your left arm come down onto the mat. Your right arm extends to the left. Bend your left elbow. Feel the stretch in your right side body. Reach for the sky with your right hand. Rotate your arm, send the back of your hand to the back of your heart. Open up your heart to the sky as much as you can. Any amount is good. Extend your right hand. Inhale, and on an exhale, place it forward of your left knee. Bring both arms to parallel. Look forward with straight arms. Inhale, exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straight arms. Slide your hands back to your knee and twist back to center. Send your legs straight out in front of you and shake them out. Rotate them. Okay. Bring your right knee into your chest and hug it. Make sure that your left leg is active, meaning your leg muscles are engaged and your foot is flexed, toes to the sky. Step your right foot over your left leg. Wrap your left arm around your leg and twist once again to look over your right shoulder. Make sure you're on both sits bones, that you haven't lifted your right hip. Let your right arm reach up for the sky, fingers pointing up. Inhale, and on an exhale, counter twist all the way to the other side. And keep that twist moving as much as possible. Twist back to center. Extend your right leg. Bring your left leg in. Step it over your right. Wrap your right arm. Twist to the left. Check your right foot, your right leg. Make sure it is engaged. All your muscles are engaged. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, counter twist. Looking over your right shoulder. And twist back to center. Extend your legs. Bring your right leg in again. This time you're going to open it out to the side, opening it out to the right. Left leg is engaged, arms alongside your ears. And we're going to do this gradually. We're going to come down over our leg gradually. Inhale, exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, exhale, come down 2/3. Inhale, exhale, come the rest of the way down over your extended leg, any amount. You still want to do it like you were ratcheting. You were ratcheting down. So extend your whole spine so that your crown, whichever direction you're at, so if you're not all the way over your leg and you're halfway, you still want to extend your spine, crown of your head moving upward or forward, depending on where you are in your fold. Look up, straight ahead. Release your right arm, follow your fingers as they reach for the sky. Pause for a moment. Bring your right hand down alongside your hip. Use your left arm as your propeller to come up on your right shin. Let your arm reach for the sky, your fingers reach for the sky. Now send your left arm alongside your ear and let your fingers go in one direction and your left toes in the opposite direction to have a full side body stretch. Use your left arm to guide you back down. Extend your leg. All right. Bring your left leg in. Go the other way this time, so you can stay where you are. Bring your left leg in. Step it over your right. Oh no, we did that already. Open it out to the side. All right, good. Arms alongside your ears, your shoulders are squared with that leg that's out in front of you with the edge of your mat. Inhale, and then on an exhale, engage your abdominal muscles, extend over your leg. Lengthen your spine. Look up. Release your left arm and follow your fingers as they reach for the sky, as they come down alongside your left hip and come up onto your left shin. Send your right arm alongside your ear, your toes away from you, full side body stretch. Let your right arm lead you back down. Okay, from here, you're going to bend your knees and you're going to make your way onto hands and knees. So I'm going to put a little padding under my knees. You may wish to do the same. So you're going to come to Baddhasana, the table. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and we're going to start with some cats and dogs. Inhale, your spine towards the mat in a U shape. Pause here. Feel the curve of your spine. Feel your shoulder blades coming together. Feel your tailbone lifting upward. Your feet are straight out behind you, coming straight out from your legs. On an exhale, you're going to arch your spine to the sky. You're pushing the mat away from you. Feel the curve of your spine. Feel your shoulder blades spreading apart. Feel your tailbone looking down. Inhale, curl to a dog spine. Notice each vertebra lined up to create this formation. Exhale to cat. Same thing. Notice the shape shifting of your body through each pose. Continue now at your own pace. I recommend slow. Next time you're in a cat spine pause, send your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Come to an extended child's pose with your arms overhead, palms of your hands on the mat. Inhale, lift your hips, slide it forward, slow motion. Bring your heart between your arms. Lengthen your legs behind you. Wrists under shoulders, pushing the mat away. Use your core to prevent your body from sagging towards the mat. Inhale, and then exhale, send your hips back toward your heels. Exhale, inhale, come forward, back to where we just came from. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, forward. Turn under your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. So get your alignment in your down dog. And then begin to walk your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Slow motion. Feel your back, the backs of your legs opening up. Come to stillness and then slide forward your shoulders over your wrist for plank. Lengthen your legs back behind you. Remember, from the crown of your head to your heels is one straight line. You're using your core muscles to support you and keep you away from the mat as you push your hands into the mat. Take another couple of breaths. Remember that at any time you can bring your knees to the mat, come to child's pose, or bring your forearms one on top of the other and rest. Bring your knees to the mat, send your hips to your heels. While you're here, put the backs of your hands on the mat alongside your body and bend your wrists in the opposite direction they were just in. Yeah, a little bit here. When you hold a pose, especially like one in plank, it's a little rough on your wrists. Then come back forward. Hands at the front of your mat. You're bringing your chest between your arms, your legs extended back behind you. Once again, turn under your toes. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Come forward to plank. Slow motion. Bring your left knee to the mat. Lift your right leg just a little bit. Cross it over your left. Look over your left shoulder to find your right foot. So the ball of your right foot is on the mat, or maybe just outside of it. Then bring your right knee down to the mat. Slide your wrists back toward you so that they're underneath your shoulders. And pause for a moment with your legs a little twisted here. Bend your right knee. Reach behind you with your left arm, your left hand to take, or not. These are options. You could just stay where you were and twist to the left. You have your right foot in your left hand. You're twisting to the left. Release your foot. Bring your hand back down. Extend your leg, leaving it where it was. Lift it, cross it back over. Bring your knee down to the mat. Send your left leg back behind you, ball of your foot on the mat. Lift it up a little bit, just enough to cross it over your right leg. Look over your right shoulder to find your right foot, or left foot. Bring your left knee to the mat. Slide your wrists under your shoulders. Bend your left knee. Reach for your left foot, open to the right. Release your foot. Bring your hands down. Straighten your left leg. Lift it up. Cross it over the right, and bring your knee back down to the mat. Bring your hips to your heels and fold your wrists in the opposite direction. So put the backs of your hands on the mat. to send your wrists the opposite way. And then shake them out. Okay, good. Right. Come back onto hands and knees. Downward facing dog. If you have a blanket on the mat, you might want to move it out of the way right now. You're going to step your right foot forward. So you're coming to a low lunge. You're going to place your left hand under your left shoulder flat on the mat. You're going to bring your right hand to your right thigh. Look down, make sure all 10 toes are pointing forward, your legs are in their own lane. And then you're going to twist, sending your belly button towards your right thigh. And when you've twisted, only when you've twisted, then you can extend your arm. So we're going to see this shape a lot in this class tonight. We're going to be doing this in various planes. We already did this when we were seated. We're going to keep doing it in different places. Bring your hand down to the mat, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in down dog. Step your left foot forward, 1, 2, or 3 steps, however many it takes. Get your alignment. Right wrist under right shoulder. Left hand to left thigh, twist. Extend your arm. Bring your left hand down, downward facing dog. So you're going to come forward and we're going to do a side plank. So get your feet ready for the side plank. You like Vasisthasana is the name of this pose. You're going to hold your plank for a moment. And then you're going to twist to open up to the right. So your left leg is on the bottom. So you might have your right foot in front, or you might have it stacked, your legs stacked. Your arm is reaching up. We're going to hold this for a couple of breaths. You can come out at any time. Bring your hand to the mat, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Okay, so we're going to do our side plank, Vasisthasana, in the opposite direction. So bring your plank over your shoulders. Again, set your feet up. So I recommend parting your feet and doing the less effort version, because we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So twist to the left, send your arm up to the sky. Again, you can come down at any time. Bring your hand down to the mat, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, bring your knees to the mat, child's pose. Extend your arms overhead. Look up between your hands. Come onto your left fingertips. Thread your left arm underneath your right arm. Walk your left hand away. Look under your right arm. Rotate your left arm so that the back of your hand is on the floor. Lift your right arm up to the sky, another one of those twists. Make sure your neck is extended. Don't squish it. That's a Sanskrit for squish. Bring your hand down to the mat, both arms parallel, and we'll do the other side slowly. Come onto your left fingertips. Thread your right arm under your left. Look under your left arm. This is a big stretch for your shoulders. Walk your right fingers away. Rotate your right hand so the back of your hand is on the floor. Bring the palm of your hand to your left ribs. Send your left arm up to the sky. Bring your arm down. Unthread. Child's pose. Look forward, slide your hands toward your knees. Come to stand on your knees. Okay, so you're on your knees. Good. How about that? A nice mountain spine, even though you're on your knees, from the crown of your head to your knees, that nice, beautiful, straight mountain line. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Send your right leg out to the right. So you have two options here. So take a look at me for a moment. So your right leg is out. If it's better for you, this pose is usually taught, this is gate pose, it's usually taught with your leg rotated and the big toe side of your foot on the mat. However, that can be awkward for some, and I'm not going to do that because of my knee. So the other option is to have your toes pointed away from you in a straight line. I am going to be bending my knee a little. The pose should have a straight line in your leg, right? So you're going to put your hand on your right thigh, your right hand on your right thigh. And you're going to slide your hand down towards your ankle. You can go any amount as far as it is comfortable. And send your left arm alongside your left ear. Not alongside, I'm sorry, up to the sky. Fingers up to the sky. Lift your right arm away from the mat, straight line, parallel with the mat. Send your left arm to become parallel with your right as much as possible. Any amount is good. Bring both arms up to center. Pause. If you have a block, you can use a block here or something that resembles a block. And you can take hold of the block with your left hand. If you don't have it, bring your hand to the mat. Bring your right arm along up to the sky, fingers to the sky. And then send your right arm alongside your right ear and try to get your right arm parallel with the mat or the floor. And then lift your left arm. This requires a lot of core work to hold yourself up. You can come out of this at any time. Bring both arms up to center. Bring your arms down. Bring your leg down. And we'll do the other side. Gate pose. Parigasana, I believe that is. Okay, let's do the left side. Send your legs straight out, and this side I can keep straight. And you will send your left arm down your leg. Bring your right arm up to the sky, fingers to the sky. Send your right arm alongside your right ear, trying to get it parallel to the floor. Left arm comes up. Bring both arms up. Bring your right hand down to the mat or to a block. Left arm alongside left ear. Parallel to the floor or the mat, depending on which direction you're in. And then lift your right arm to become parallel with your left. Use your core. Bring both arms to center. Release them. Bring your knee down. Pause here for a moment. Take a few breaths. And now you're going to make your way up to stand. You're going to come to your mountain. Feel the length of your spine, crown of your head reaching for the heavens. Feel the electricity from your feet that are rooted in the earth all the way up to the crown of your head. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let your arms fall naturally by your side. Sun breath. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring it down to your side. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, slow motion. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Inhale. Exhale, fly over your legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Send your right leg back behind you. Low lunge. Come onto your fingertips. Make sure you have your footing. You're going to push into the mat with your feet. You're going to lift your hands away from the mat. And very slowly, very, very slowly, bring your torso up over your hips for a high lunge. Bring your arms up alongside your ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slow motion, spread your wings all the way out to the side. Come forward with your torso. Hug your left thigh. Inhale, slow motion, open those wings like phoenix rising. Bring your hands overhead, hold them. Hold the palms of your hands together like the bird, the wings of the bird coming together overhead. Inhale, exhale. Slowly fly out over your left leg. Hug it. Release your arms again, your wings out to the side. Pause. At any time, if this gets too taxing, you can place your right heel on the mat. Twist in the direction of your bent knee. Come back to center slowly. And very, very slowly, you're going to open up to the opposite side as you place your right foot flat on the mat for Warrior Two. Reach forward, bringing your right hip upward as you come forward and straighten your left leg. Triangle, this is another variation of that opening up to the side, the fanning open that we've been doing on every level. Now we're doing it standing. Bend your knee. Back to Warrior Two. Send your hands straight out in front of you. Bring your right hand, swing it forward to have palm to palm. Make a fist with your right hand, taking hold of the bowstring. And you're going to pull it back with that fist, pull it all the way back and then release your arrow. Another shot. Bring your right arm, your hand to hand. Make a fist with your right hand. Pull on that bowstring. Send the arrow back and release it. Inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to windmill with your right hand and your left down to the mat, coming in to a low lunge. Step forward with your right leg, Uttanasana. fly out and up and down the center line. All right. Take a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fly over your legs. Fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Send your left leg back behind you, low lunge. Come onto your fingertips. Feel the strength of this weight-bearing pose of your feet firmly rooted into the earth. The ball of your foot is very strong to hold you up, and your whole right foot. And then very slowly come up, pushing in to the mat as you bring your hips over center, arms up alongside your ears. Let's do our Phoenix. Inhale, and then exhale. Spread your wings. Hug your right thigh. Exhale, inhale all the way up with your wings. Inhale, exhale, slowly hug your thigh. Inhale, spread your wings, bring your hands together. Send your arms straight out to the side. Twist toward your bent knee. Come through center. Twist to warrior two. And I'm going to go on the other side just so you could see me. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg, reach with your right arm, lift your left hip. Nice stacking of your hips here. Bring your right hand inside your right calf, right leg. Left arm reaching upward. My right knee is going to be bent a little bit. Yours should not be. Unless, like me, you have a knee thing. Back to warrior two. Palms facing forward. Left palm over right. Pause for a moment to get your challenge in your sights. Make a fist with your left hand, pull on the bowstring and send it back behind you and let it go. Inhale, exhale to a prayer. Make a fist, pull on the bowstring, let your arrow go. Lift your right arm up to the sky, windmill over your right leg. Step your back foot forward, Uttanasana. You're going to stay down in your Uttanasana, bring your hands to the mat, then bring one knee down and the other, and we're going to come down to sit with our legs straight out in front of us. Come to Dandasana, the staff pose. Inhale, gather. Exhale, bring that energy to your heart. Inhale. Inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to hinge from your hip sockets to come over your extended legs. Paschimottanasana, the Western stretch. You'll come down over your legs any amount. Look forward, lift your head, look forward. Bring your arms alongside your ears. And slowly hinge back up. You're going to walk your hands back behind you slowly. Come onto your forearms and slide your arms to come all the way down on your back. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. One hand on each knee. And you're going to make circles with your knees. Feel your lower back being massaged. And then when you come to center, pause and go the other way. Release your hands from your knees. Allow your knees to open a little bit to the sides, just a little. And you're going to do that again, make these circles, and just notice without your hands on your knees, you can get your whole hip involved, massaging in a little bit more of your upper back. Just notice the difference. And make sure you go in both directions. And then you'll come to center and bring your feet to the mat. If you have a blanket or a block, you can take hold of it. Lift your hips and slide it underneath. If not, just keep your hips on the mat. It's nice to have a little height in your hips. For our final inversion, send your arms straight out to the side, both legs up to the sky, letting those excess fluids drain from your legs, feet to the sky. Improving blood flow. And when you're ready, bring your feet back to the mat. If you have something under your hips, lift your hips, slide it out. And then extend one leg and then the other, one arm and then the other for Shavasana. Feel your whole back body getting heavy. Feel it hugging the earth, giving way to gravity. Your arms should be rotated so that your palms are faced upward like two cups reaching up for the sky. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a deep breath. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you, opposite directions for a full body stretch. Bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. Come to center and roll over onto your right side, opening up your left side, your moon side, to prepare you for the evening ahead. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. And when you're seated, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for being with me here tonight. Namaste.